Okay, so now a very important topic, and that is nutrition or food. Okay, so we strongly recommend, as does the American Diabetes Association, that you and or your child meet with a nutritionist, or sometimes referred to as a registered licensed dietitian, and they can help you with your goals in optimizing sort of your nutritional intake. And I think meeting with them at least once after diagnosis is helpful. For some families, meeting with them regularly may be important as well. And essentially, the goal of all of this, right, is to maintain a healthy life and improve glycemic and so glucose and diabetes outcomes. So, I frequently get asked, well, what should I eat? What should I avoid? What should I not eat? And the mantra is this, like with all things in life, no extreme is good, okay? So avoiding carbohydrates is a bad idea, all right? In general, you want your meal to be well balanced, each meal. It needs to be composed of carbohydrates, and so which includes starches, fruits and vegetables. Fruits contain carbohydrates, natural sugars, protein, some fats. It is important to keep this well balanced diet, and the composition may vary depending on preferences. In general, most people will tell you, we don't limit carbohydrates in type 1 diabetes. You can eat them, you just have to take insulin. But this is not a free pass to eat 3 slices of cake every meal, right? Just like a person without diabetes shouldn't do that, a person with diabetes should probably not do that either. So, you can eat your carbohydrates, you just need them covered. Now, there is a very large sort of subculture amongst people with type 1 diabetes who believe in extremely low carbohydrate intake. The problem with that is that if you take in 0 carbs or essentially very few carbs, you may end up getting under insulinized. Your body won't get the insulin amount it typically should. And while some adults can get away with that, it is not recommended in children, again, because insulin is necessary for a variety of physiologic function. In between meals, if you are a snacker, your child is a snacker, it can become very difficult if they're constantly grazing and eating every 30 minutes and eating carbs, because you just won't be able to keep up with the insulin needs. And so in those cases, we may recommend a 0 carb snack, like beef jerky is a very common typical one, or a cheese stick. And those typically are insulin free. But again, this is all something that can be discussed further with a nutritionist, and you can see how it can very quickly get complicated. I just want to mention that nutrition is very important, and getting expert opinion and professional help can alleviate some of the burden.